Hello, I'm Soycat and welcome back to another third channel mobile game video. Today I'm going to be checking out a game called Mini Metro. This is one that I actually have played the tiniest bit on the PC, but it's free with the Google Play Games Pass, and as a result I can't resist giving it a little bit of a whirl because I'm someone who really likes public transport as just the most efficient way to get people around. When you're in small, disconnected areas, the best way to get people around is they drive themselves, of course. But when you're in big areas, when you're talking about millions of people, like the city of Istanbul, where I am right now, where 13 million inhabitants call it home, there are obviously going to be much more efficient ways to do it, and like you can see right here, people from the square want to go to the circle, people from the circle want to go to the square, and what we can do is we can link them together. However, what do people from circle want to go to triangle? Right now there's no public transport link, but what if I made one? Boom, now we've got two metro lines, one that takes people from circle to triangle, and one that takes people from square to triangle, etc. And now we can extend both these lines if we really want to, just like that, and wow, now we've got multiple connections. And this is, it's a really simplistic view of looking at how public transport works, but I really like it as a kind of goal to show that, like, yeah, this is what you're effectively doing with all those crazy underground tunnels, etc. And yeah, by slowly extending our lines out back and forth, we can make a metro system that will hopefully cover not just a few stops, but maybe even an entire city. This is something we're going to be doing today. Again, I played the game very briefly, but today I want to see how well we can play this on the Android version, because again, I feel like this is a game that is so much better built for a phone. This is what we're playing on right now, than it is for PC. Maybe I'm crazy on that, maybe you think that's the wildest thing I've ever said, but I think it's something that we definitely, it's something that definitely feels true, if nothing else. And you know what, feelings are basically as good as facts. We all know that one's a fact. So yeah, you can see how because the yellow line only goes between two stations, it's much less busy than the red line. So something we can actually do to make this smarter is we can shorten the red line down a little bit. Okay, there we go. We can shorten the red line down, and instead the yellow can pick up some of the slack. Or if we want to, we can make the yellow go in a full circle, even smarter right there, so that way the circle can be the main interchange point, at which they can get to a square or a triangle if they don't want to go to the red line. I guess it mostly is just for the square they'd be going there, but so you can see how it's clever. And then we can set up another line going from this circle, because circle is just interchange point at this point, and we can do it that way. But yeah, I really like moving people around the city. It's something I'm super passionate about because it's something that seems like it's just so simple on the surface. Just you drill some tunnels, you make some stuff happen. But on the surface, the way it actually works is it's fascinating trying to decide which form of transport will get people around the best. I used to think, like, well, you can just kind of do everything, but most people are kind of stuck into one form of transport. Like, again, if you drive a car, you want to drive the car everywhere. I live in a place where it only really makes sense to get the train to go to most places south or north, or vaguely east or west. So basically most places that aren't other small villages, it only makes sense to take the train. But there are some people who have cars, it's like, well, I know the car, it's easy, it's what I want to do. And then there's the other end where it's like, there are some places in the UK where getting to them by train or plane public transport sucks, but yeah, it's something that I'll do regardless. And equally, sometimes yesterday even, literally the day before I record this video, I spent an hour walking between, oh man, this is, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the, okay, that's not what I wanted to do, but I guess it works. But literally yesterday, I spent an hour walking back from a place because I was like, yeah, let's do a little bit of a more interesting walk. I think it might be smart to get that yellow square linked onto this line, because otherwise people from the blue will have to make two changes to get there. That's not so efficient. But I walked for an hour just because I was like, let's just go for a walk. I could have taken public transport, taken 20 minutes off, but because walking 40 minutes and then taking 20 minutes in a train, that's no one wants to do that. People want to be stuck into their one form of transport, whatever. And it's very interesting stuff to see. So yeah, I want to end this first game as soon as we can, because I just don't I don't like the way we've set this up in the slightest. Like, again, if I was doing everything from scratch, I'd do much better. But yeah, this is Mini Metro, the basics. Hopefully you get it. People have places they want to be. Those places, if we just like simplify down, are like circle is where they live, square is where they work, and triangle is where they want to have fun. And then when you think of it in that angle, it's like, okay, so we've got the yellow train, which takes people to work, as well as some people where they want to live and some people's fun. Most of the people's living is on the blue line, and then there's the red line, which goes mostly between people living and then a little bit of fun. If you think about it like that in three different categories, obviously it gets much more complex, as we'll see later on down the line. But yeah, for now I just want to be like, hey, let's fail this one. Can we speed up? I think we can, right? There we go. Let's go fast forward. Let's just deliberately fail it, and let's try a different level, because I think you unlock something for the number of passengers you get in a certain level. So we'll just deliberately let the network fail, or we could keep expanding it forever, because I guess this first level will be surprisingly kind to me. But yeah, let's make a little connection there, just to save that one from dying. Because the way you lose this game, you might question like, okay, so it's a really fun game about making, fun is in the eye of the observer, but it's a game about making public transport links, etc. But it wasn't going anywhere else. We should have finally linked up to that square, I think. So we had overcrowding, forced us to close, and we lost, which means we'll unlock a new level, I think, probably, something like that, because this whole game is based on levels. So, we can rewind and watch our... Oh, that is really cool. If you want to see all of that last 5 minutes or so, in a second, there it is. Oh, without the trains, though. It'd be more fun with the trains, but so you can see the expansion of the network. That's fun. And now we can go to the menu and we can play different levels. Because, interestingly enough, you can see that was based on London. Maybe you didn't spot that actually, but you can play based on a whole other bunch of cities. And let's try New York City. Is Istanbul on here actually? If it is, that's got to be my end goal, right? Istanbul. Oh, Istanbul. All I have to do is get to Cairo, which requires getting a 500 on one of the... Basically, I won't get there today, but maybe one day it makes sense. Anyway, New York City is a famously hard one to do because the geography of New York is super, super tricky, but it's the only city in America where more than half the population don't own a car, which it's crazy that there's only one city in America where that's true, by the way. First of all, I just want to point that out. Like, even LA, the second biggest city in America, most people drive. You can picture giant freeways, right? You like my American accent? I like it. I think it's really good. But people take the freeway everywhere, man. It gets worse every time I do it. But and in Chicago, even though it's good public transport, it's still very close to 50-50. But the fact that most places in America, public transport isn't a thing that's well hooked up is a problem that like feeds into itself, in my opinion, because it means that, any logical person would take would buy a car. Why would you not own a car in America? But then the problem is with any logical person owning a car is then it starts to feed into that logic of like, well, if all the smart, successful, and people who know what they're doing get a car, then public transport becomes something for the people who can't. There's this funny stereotype in America that isn't true in London. Like, even business people ride the tube in London or take the trains because they're faster, more effective, or at the very least they're cheaper. Like, and it's who doesn't want to save 20 quid on and all the effort of parking, etc., etc., etc. But okay, we're gonna have a line which goes just from triangle to yellow to square. We're gonna. I don't know if that's gonna be effective. Again, New York is such an annoying layout for a city, but we'll see if we can do this regardless. But the problem with that is then it becomes like this thing where it's like only the undesirables use the public transport system. Why would you use it if you couldn't? And then that like feeds into a whole circle that kind of goes on endlessly, in my opinion. There's even a famous quote, I don't know if it's Reagan or Thatcher, but I should tell you the fact that it's one of those two that's like, anyone over the age of 25 that isn't, is still riding the bus is an abject failure or something. Like, incredibly mean to like a decent proportion of the population they're serving, but it's like, it's a widespread feeling, at least, in those circles. So we're going to take this circle out right here off the line. Oh no, I wanted to take... Okay, how do I actually do that correctly? There we go. So we just... do I want a new line or a carriage? I guess I should go with a new line. We'll get a carriage later. Like, right now I don't think I need a carriage. Oh god, I'm doing this all wrong. I don't want to pick that up. I want to move the station so it doesn't go to yellow anymore. And it just is not letting me. Okay, no, oh god, I am not doing this correctly. Okay, so now what I think we need to do is we need to get from circle down here to the triangle over there. I think that's the one that makes the most sense. Maybe it's done, maybe it's not. But anyway, that attitude can really create some problems, right? Where you're assuming that everyone who does a thing is on that level. Because, even though public transport can be better for everyone, the things that you need to do it for, the reason that every city has it in some form is because there are some people who are going to be unable to drive. Sometimes it's dumb stuff, or like maybe really not dumb stuff, but like sometimes it's stuff like a DUI. That's a reason. Oh god, okay, maybe this game isn't so wonderful mobile, but if you have that, good reason not to. If you are unable to because of age, not allowed to drive after a certain age, I don't think. if that's not a law that you can't drive after a certain age, it should be below a certain age or below a certain means. You know, there's disability. Like, there's lots of reasons why you can't. Is there a train missing from the purple line? I think there is. Yeah, I think I took it off somehow and didn't put it back on, so now there's just a line of no trains running, which I can't say is the most effective thing. Also, there's a bridge there. What does that do? Or is that just a tunnel? Yeah, it's probably just a tunnel, but it's called a bridge because it's Manhattan, man. That's my high-quality American accent again. But, should I make this purple line go all the way up to the green? Oh, also, look, this station over here changed to be whatever the heck that shape is. So let's change that. But, I guess let's just make this line... Oh, no. I want to continue the line out there. And I guess I want to make this line go over there, too. But, there is this this problem where because those groups always need to ride it, if you make them the only groups that have to, you can make their experience worse, which is kind of fine. You might argue on the surface, like, you know, it's a small portion of the population, but if you have to have the service for them anyway, it makes the most sense that you can make the money from the people who are not them. Oh, this red line is a mess now. I'm glad we have the purple line. Do I want a carriage? I'm going to need a carriage for that red line at some point, I think, so we'll take, you know, like, look at it right now, it's already pretty much full, and, oh, yeah, it's dangerously close to full. It's gone between too many circles in a row, which is a problem, because, again, one of the small things, like, something you have to think about in this game, I don't know if this is even real life or not, but, something you do have to think about at the very least. Now we'll have the green go up there, boom, look at that effectiveness. Something you do have to think about in real life, in this game, is having too many of the same station types in a row. Can't have too many circles in a row, or the circles will just hook up. Because people will go to any triangle, any square. They don't have a particular station in mind, like in real life, so you can use it to your advantage. But yeah, the interesting thing, in my opinion, is the fact that having bad public transport makes it worse for everyone. Because even if you're in a car, having good public transport means people are out there not using their cars. Good cycle lanes, same thing. People are out there doing their cycling stuff, not bothering you in your car. There's a famous Futurama quote that's like, no one drives in New York City, there's too much traffic. And it's like, yeah, it's the funny paradox that even though it is the one city of good public transport, traffic there sucks, and it's one of the things that drives people onto that. Oh, drives, get it, haha. I guess I want the purple line to have, there we go. Oh, no, that is an ugly network. Can I fix that, maybe? I have no idea how to. So I just have to, like, drag this out, go over there. Okay, there we go. We got it now. And then, oh, there's another circle I need to hook up with. I guess we'll put it on the green line. Yeah, I guess that's what we're going to have to do. I'd rather make a new line at some point to link the choke points, which is why it's good that I have one of those going. Also, that red definitely needs the carriage now. That's just a fact. Like, you can see how, like, overcrowded it's getting already, so... Glad we got that going. Oh, I have a second train on the red line already. Oh, yeah, you can see that. At some point I did that without realizing. So, okay, we got a circle over there. I have no idea which line to put it on. I guess it has to go on purple just because of the fact that, oh, I don't like that. That's a very ugly set of routing right there. But I guess it has to go on there because you can't have too many circles in a row. We've got 2 in a row on the red twice now. Too many circles going by a red, I think. Oh, new locomotive. Heck yeah. Interchange, intruder stations, capacity, and transfer speed. I guess I'm going to need one of those, because this is New York, and you can see how there's a couple of stations already that are linked up on a few lines. That's only going to go up. But, yeah, there is the... Okay, so now we just put the line over there, and we should probably... We can make a full circle if we have another bridge, and that might actually be a smarter thing to do, to take this circle right over to this thing right here. Maybe I should do that. For now, we are struggling along, but we're getting it done. That's what counts. We're making this work. But yeah, the public transport issue is a really interesting one because, oh, I guess green goes over there. Yeah, this is the Bronx, I think, right? Because this is, oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. This is Manhattan down here. This is Queens over here, I think. This is New Jersey that we're not going to link into. And this is, I think up there is the Bronx. I don't know my geography. But, yeah, the interesting issue of, moving people anywhere is when you have millions of people. New York is, I think it's somewhere between, like, 8 and 10 million people in that same space, right? Okay, so now we go over here. Is it just going to bypass this station here entirely? I wonder if that is what's going to happen. But anyway, so the interesting thing about the interesting thing about like a city is once you've got so many people moving, you have to do it via multiple means, right? And something I've wondered as being like a big flaw that I'm surprised we don't address enough is okay, so we're gonna have that be there now. Oh, now we can finally get off this line and just go straight to... Oh, okay, there we go. I guess it should probably end. Actually, no, now is the time to bring this full circle. If there ever was one, I have no bridges. Okay, this is a problem I can see very clearly now. But if there ever was a time to bring this line full circle, I think I would have passed it already. Okay, okay, you can see over here the green line is getting some serious problems. People want to go to square, so do I take them directly to square? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so we're going to pause the game, because I cannot deal with these controls. There are so many people wanting to go to square, as well as to triangle. So I could take them to... Okay, the triangle's easy. That line's got it covered already. I need to have a square link that goes to there, and then maybe to a second square as well. No, I guess we'll also take it to this little circle over here, because this circle gets busy for whatever reason, and then that line will have to do. Yeah, let's hope that's good enough. Any other stations getting overcrowded? No, we're good. But yeah, like moving people around, it's kind of like in this game you're seeing. Okay, we'll have another carriage somewhere on the network. That should help. Oh wow, no, even right now you can see how the blue train is not doing it just right. Come on, oh, there's just too many people. So many people. Where are they all trying to go? They're trying to go to triangle. So I guess we have to now. Move it. No. I want it definitely to be like that. It's a bit of a rough line layout. I wouldn't pick this myself if I had a choice. Oh, I gotta stop moving things. Also, now there's a plus over here. There's a little Swiss cross, which is a whole problem. So we'll link it like that. Maybe. Yeah, that's a good design out in the east. And now we have to, I think, just temporarily throw another train on the blue, just because that will fix whatever's going on over there. in the temporary term, we're just gonna have trains. Oh, there's just so many people getting on and off there. Like, just it's insane what is happening at this station. Okay, there we go. We finally dealt with it. The overcrowding's gone, and it looks like we're probably not even overdue for more overcrowding elsewhere. Yeah, the station is saved. We did it. Okay, now we have to get over to there somehow, but we don't have a bridge. So we have to destroy an existing bridge. So we right now have two bridges that cross this little river, the Hudson, I think it is. I don't know if it's the Hudson. I'm just saying Americanisms, and I have to get over there. So I guess one of these lines can't cross the river anymore. As dumb as that is, and it is very dumb. So what can I even do about that? Nothing smart. I can get rid of the green bridge. No, I can't. I literally have 3 bridges. It is not enough to do what I want to do. So I have to be like, this is a thing they do in real life all the time. They're like, well, budget cuts mean we have to move this bridge from here to there. That is not what happens at all. Oh, and also there's a little triangle station. This is the least efficient network I've seen in a while. Honestly, maybe I just need to have a metro line that's entirely on this side over here, because there's just as many stations over there now. I could have like a circle going around it, and then I could have this line just linking over there. I'm not even sure at this point. I just know that I'm glad we can finally link that into the network. Okay, so things are looking rough. I need to have a new carriage on the green line, it seems, because that station is very busy. And we're going to run into issues sooner rather than later because of the fact that we have... oh, okay, so there's now a pentagon. Oh, everything... This is a house of cards that is built very delicately, let me tell you. This is not going to be sustainable for a long time. This purple line is not how you build public transport. Again, oh, is my thing still running? Oh, it's still running. My laptop went dark. That's why I'm using to record this audio. But yeah, the issue of moving people around is one that is very interesting, and that most people don't think about because they think about how to move you around. But once you start to realize that your individual journey decisions, okay, I don't have another line. and there's a lot of people who want to go to square, so we just gotta wait for the train to come around. Yeah, they're like right before square on the line. Yeah, everything's gonna be okay, I think. Everything's gonna be okay on the purple line. The purple line is where, oh, just in case they're not, we could move one of these blue trains over there, just to, because we need to like rush that capacity in, right? No, even then it's, okay. We saved it, we saved it. That was smart to add an extra train in there, temporarily. I guess it's such a long line that just having lots of trains actually is a valid solution, for now. And then we probably also want to not go to that semicircle anymore. We want to have like an interchange, be it this. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. We're going to use this interchange opportunity. So we're going to, instead of doing that though, we want to not have it be on there. I don't know how to work the controls in this game. Okay, you know, where did this train come from? Was it a purple train? I think it was a purple train. Let's just send that train back there. And let's have this line not go on that anymore, and have it go straight there. Then we can build an interchange here, which means it can support more passengers. And then hopefully, because that'll get people from anywhere they want to be. Like, this circle now leads to every type of, oh god, there's a busy station up there I didn't see. Oh god, there's a station down here I need to add. I don't know how many bridges. Could really do with some bridges. Oh god, okay. So now you can see there's another overcrowding issue on the purple line. There are 4 trains, so I definitely moved the train that I shouldn't have moved to get there. And I need this line more than I do anything in my life. Okay, so plan is, blue line is going to be fine. Blue line is, oh, I think I moved the blue train. I think blue line is fundamentally, okay, no, blue has 1 train. That's, for now, okay. We need a new line for this right side, and there's people who want to go to plus and to triangle. So we could have like a fast train that links this. Wait, we'll have it link like these 4 stops, and then in like a little circle line. Yeah, it's going to like most things people want to go to in a little circle, right? That's just smart. And now going in a little circle, taking people where they want to be. Here's a train. I actually think it's better not to go in a circle in this case, but I don't know how to undo that now that I've already done it. Okay, there we go. Oh, no. I definitely still want that happening. Please. Okay, we're good. We got 2 very incredibly short lines right now, which I think is a little bit of a problem. Like, look at the size of that red line. Look at the size of this one right here. So let's also have this go to the triangle, just in case that helps out. Yeah, I think more links between triangles and squares and all these other weird lines, that can only be a good thing. We're at 600 passengers carried, which I don't even know if that's good, but I like to believe that it is. And yeah, now we've got like a east side island, got its own little network. The west side island has a blue line, which links into... It probably has to go to the interchange. Yeah, that's what I think we should change here. We should unlink this little square real quick. I don't know how to. Okay. Unlink this, make it go to the interchange instead, because the interchange is where everyone needs to go. And then go back down there. Oh, I'm not sure if that's so smart either, actually. But we'll leave it be. For now, that's okay. Everyone can interchange at the circle, and as long as we've got the lines, we're okay. And now we just fast forward until we die. Because I think we did pretty well there. And yeah, public transport's something that seems kind of dumb to be interested in, but is really the study of moving lots of individual people. And it's one of the harder... It's again, it kind of ties into what we were talking about in the last video. Oh, we missed some frames in this video. It kind of ties into what we were talking about in a previous video. I'm going to plug in my laptop so that my camera quality stops sucking. Do you want to see my Airbnb while we do this? You know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop the game, and we're going to see how well I can play without playing. That is what we need to do right here, I think. Okay, I'm still in the room. Don't worry, I'm just plugging in laptop. Trying to get that power boost, because... Yeah, running with a laptop's a real weird thing. Okay, a locomotive. I definitely would like a carriage, but I also think a line... I don't think I need the line. I think I need a carriage more. And we just have to work out where capacity is needed. I think right now, the green line needs a train. Oh, and also, so does the red line. There we go. I really want a bridge. Why is the game not giving me bridges? I literally get 1 to each island, and it's like, but guys, do we not see the issue with not letting me go between all of them. There is definitely a full point coming very soon. I don't know when. I can't predict exactly the timing on it. I can say that, like, oh, look at... Right now, there's, like, some pluses over... Oh, what did I just do? Something bad, I feel like. You can look at, like, the pluses over here. Like, this station that want to go somewhere. It's like, oh, it's going to be so long till they can get there. And, oh, no! I didn't even see that. Overcrowding at the station's forced metro to close. And 932 passengers traveled in 47 days. I don't know if that's good. I feel like close to 1,000 has to be good, right? They say 500 is what you need to do to unlock the next level. So I overdid that by... Oh, my camera is skipping all over the place, apparently. 91% of frames skipped. Man, that's... I wonder what my camera looks like. I'm gonna have fun editing this video to see how bad that looked as we see it back. But yeah, we can continue in this mode. There's a creative mode where it doesn't matter, I assume. You know, how many people get on each line, and you can just like endlessly expand the network. That might be fun. I actually wonder how many people can build up at a given station before the game's just like, yo, what's the scoop with this? Ah, look, yeah, you can see it like a grid more too. You can see what's actually playable terrain and not. There's a lot of fun things about this game. Again, Mini Metro, it's a really great game, and it does one of those things where even though it's like a full, it's a game I bought like for a 15 quid or something like that. But on mobile, it's £1, or it's included in games, whatever it's called, Games Pass. But it's not Games Pass because that's Microsoft. Google Play, game subscription, something like that. And that's kind of cool. Also, do we unlock... Oh, we got 200 passengers in New York, 1,000 passengers in New York City. Very close. 1,600 passengers in New York with square stations on no more than 2 lines. Oh. Okay, so we almost did 1,000. We almost did a challenge, which means I am good, is how I'm going to take that. Because that's what you do. When you're not sure if you did well, you just assume that you did well. And yeah, now we're going to play Berlin, do some well stuff there. This game is surprisingly zen, it's surprisingly fun, and I recommend it to someone out there. You know, why not? Give it a try, friendo. Thank you for watching. So Cat, the public transport aficionado, says goodbye. Or does he? Oh, the lines vary to like match the colours, so this is like Circle, Central, Piccadilly, Victoria, District, whatever the pink line is, and then Bakerloo. And in New York, it's based on their various trains, and in Paris, the colours change, much uglier by the way. Then in Berlin, it's like this. Which city has the prettiest public transport colours? It's definitely got to be like, I don't mind San Francisco. Do I like Seoul? Washington DC? Singapore's got a strong set of colours. I think Shanghai is a winner on that one though. Look at those beautiful colours. Anyway, speaking of beautiful colours, this video has come to an end, so stop watching it. Get out. Like, now. Yeah, this is... I wonder how this footage is going to look back. I don't know, but you might.